it must be challenging to take a car that's basically designed to go off-road, trailer rated, and turn it into a track car. You know, the sense I got when I was on this car on the track is that there's a lot going on, both in terms of engineering and in terms of electronics. Talk to me about that. What first engineering changes have you made to make this track worthy, and you know, what electronics things are going on to keep this on the track?
Just like any kind of hot rod, we lower it. Put sticky rubber, big brakes, the highest performing engine we can find. You know, this vehicle, 470 horsepower, that really helps. And then obviously we've got the all-wheel drive system. We forego the 2-speed transfer case that the off-roaders use. For a single speed, we call it active on demand. The vehicle is always driving all 4 wheels. The T-case is also a dynamic setup where it'll vary torque split based on wheel slip. The last thing we want to do on this vehicle, from an SRT perspective, is use the brakes and engine torque reduction to control the vehicle at the limit. We really try and use the drive line, whether we're transferring torque front and rear, or the rear electronic limited slip diff side to side, to really affect the cornering behavior of the car. This vehicle is equipped with a Bilstein adaptive damping system. It's essentially 2 shocks in one. We have a comfort and a firm setting within each damper on both compression and rebound, and we vary between the 2 circuits in real time going down the road to control both the cornering balance of the vehicle, to control things like pitch, roll, squat.
Now, in terms of the electronics, what will this car do to keep it on the track versus, you know, going off-roading?
A typical situation you'll get is a lift throttle oversteer event, right?
Yep.
You pile into the corner too quickly,
yep.
and your first thought
lift
is
off the throttle.
Lift off the throttle.
And the car unweights.
Correct. And in that case, a lot of the times, a rear-wheel drive car, you'll get the back end of the car to start rolling. We'll do things like decouple and couple the transfer case. When you give the car gas again, the front axle will pull the vehicle straight. It's taller, it's got a higher center of gravity than the cars. Cornering with this vehicle is a lot more exciting and also a lot more fun. We like to call this the real grin machine, because based on how hard you throw it into the corner and what kind of throttle position and steering angle you take through it, you can get all sorts of different behaviors that the cars just aren't tolerant of because they're rear-wheel drive only.
You're gonna go right up, follow this group, and stop up there. Okay?
Now, I'm sure you know that the Jeep Grand Cherokee is trail rated and can go off-road. The SRT8 version, not so much. But here's the real question. Can this black Jeep behind me go on the track? Well, there's only one way to find out. And I was saying, this has got to be one of the fastest 0 to 60 cars out of the 4 SRT models, just because you've got all-wheel drive. And you were saying that the Challenger is just a little quicker?
The Challenger, because it's a lighter vehicle with equivalent power, is just probably a little faster given the correct launch. This vehicle will consistently run at the top day in and day out. You know, it's just a matter of pointing it in the right direction and hitting the gas. Now I'm going to put the vehicle in track mode, which will turn off traction control, and I'm going to revert to paddle modes, which I get in by just pulling the upshift trigger. Track mode will lock down the compression and rebound damping to full firm to really keep the car cornering flat. Right here, I'm not even going to hit the brakes. I'll just throw the car in.
Yeah, I see that.
You'll get a little rear, start to step out, start working torque front to rear in the transfer case, And as I get on the throttle here past this cone, we've got a lot of front drive off the corner. The car pulls nice and hard off it. I don't have to worry about anything stepping out. Get on the brakes here, grab a downshift. The Jeep will just tear up this thing. It's got all-wheel drive.
Oh, you can feel that back end come around. Now you've got some massive brakes on this, right? 6-piston Brembos.
Yeah, we've got the biggest in the company. It's a 380 millimeter front. That's 15 inches for the Americans, and it is ginormous.
Are they bigger than the old Viper ones?
Correct, yes. These are, in fact, the biggest brakes we've got in a performance vehicle in the company.
I know, you can't see me, but I'm grinning behind this helmet. It looks like you are too.
Yes, absolutely. My job is a hard-working one, but boy, it really has its benefits and payoff in a day like today. And when I see journalists get out of this big Jeep smirking and smiling, I know that I really accomplished my mission.